flying on the 374th Airlift Wing's first C-130J from Kadena to its new home at Yokota Air Base. We're just about to land and make our way to the arrival ceremony. I'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pacific Air Force's first C-130J Super Hercules. Please remain standing for the arrival of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Good afternoon. I am Master Sergeant Kenneth, 36th Airlift Squadron, First Sergeant, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. Welcome to Yokota Air Base as we celebrate the arrival of the 374th Airlift Wing's first C-130J Super Hercules, tail number 5807. The 374th Airlift Wing will be responsible for its wartime and peacetime employment, adding to Yokota's proud legacy of providing worldwide tactical airlift capability wherever and whenever needed. Please join me in welcoming the official party for today's ceremony. Our host, the Commander, 374th Airlift Wing, Colonel Kenneth Moss. Our guest speaker, the Commander, United States Forces, Japan, and 5th Air Force, Lieutenant General Jerry Martinez. Our delivery official and honored guest, the Vice Commander, Pacific Air Forces, Major General Mark Dillon. And please give a special welcome to all of our Jazz Deaf and community partners in attendance with us today. General Dillon was aided by the Commander, 36th Airlift Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Denny Davies, pilots Major Jesse Clutch and Captain Caleb Cole, Loadmasters, Technical Sergeant Napoleon Ortiz and Staff Sergeant Jason Anderson. Dedicated Crew Chief, Staff Sergeant Gene Pontipsavat. Assistant Dedicated Crew Chief, Senior Airman Anthony Shippey. Maintenance Team members, Technical Sergeant Rainier Howard, Senior Airman Jonathan Lindsay, Senior Airman Daniel Jimenez, and Airman First Class Ryan Puckett. Let's give them a big round of applause. We would like to welcome the representatives from Lockheed Martin, Mr. Larry Galagali, Mr. Scott Clark, and Mr. Andrew McIntyre. We also wish to extend our thanks to the dedicated men and women who built this incredible aircraft. The craftsmanship displayed speaks volumes to the professionalism and skill of the hardworking men and women of Lockheed Martin. Additionally, we welcome all commanders, vice commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, and finally the men and women of Team Yokota. Lieutenant General Martinez will now come forward to give his remarks.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today is a great day in Japan. Today, the United States of America delivered its premier, meanest, toughest, most tactical machine in the world, the J model, to the country of Japan to serve in a strong alliance with its friends, to boost United States capability, and to show our ever strong commitment to this great country of Japan. Thank you to this wonderful crew and to the maintainers for delivering this airplane. General Dillon, you got it here safely. That's good. Thank you. A lot of people worry when a general officer is flying an aircraft or on one, but we got this guy in here today, and I just want all of you to know this is really an important day for all of us. When you look around the world at the threats that exist in this region, our friends in Japan, they need to know that the United States sends its best. And recently, we've brought the F-35, we've brought the E-2D, and now the C-130J model. Our commitment and our actions show how true we are, how friends we are with Japan, and why it's just so important that we always send our best to Japan. This is a fabulous day, Today makes me very proud to be an American. It makes me very proud to be in a great alliance. We have the premier tactical airlifter now on Japanese soil. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, General Martinez. Major General Dillon, would you please come forward to give your remarks?
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, General Martinez, and distinguished visitors, guests, families, and friends for coming out for today's ceremony. It's truly a pleasure to be here. On behalf of General O'Shaughnessy, the Commander of Pacific Air Forces, it is my honor to deliver the 374th Airlift Wing's first C-130J model. As you all know, the 374th has a distinguished legacy flying many, many aircraft. And during its long history, most recently the C-130H model aircraft. And the new C-130J model, like the one here, will continue this storied tradition. The mighty C-130Hs that the J models are replacing have served the 374th Airlift Wing for decades. Just last week, both the Koku Jedi and the 374th Airlift Wing C-130s were a big part of our annual Pacific Air Force's Cope North exercise in Guam. The Koku Jedi has flown with us in this great exercise for more than 3 decades. Since 1952, the United States has flown in Operation Christmas Drop, airdropping humanitarian relief supplies and goodwill to the people across dozens of tiny islands in Micronesia. This is the mission that the men and women of the 374th and the 36th Airlift Squadron are very familiar with. As a testament to our growing alliance, for the past several years, Koku Jedi C-130s have also participated with the 374th in flying in these important missions. These are just 2 of the many engagements and exercises that our 2 air forces share flying the C-130s together. The new C-130J models will bring even more capability to the U.S.-Japanese engagement, exercises, and contingencies. Lieutenant General Martinez, Colonel Moss, it's an honor and a privilege to help deliver your first C-130J model. Congratulations to the men and women of the 374th Airlift Wing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Dillon. General Dillon will now present the ceremonial key of our first C-130J aircraft, tail number 5807, to its dedicated crew chief, Staff Sergeant Gene Pontipsavat. Thank you, General Dillon and Sergeant Pontipsavat. We would like to now invite Colonel Moss to come forward for his closing remarks.
Good afternoon, Team Yokota. Let me tell you, it's good to be back, especially bringing back a beautiful gift like this. It's great to see a hangar filled with families and friends and airmen. For many of you out there, you've spent years planning for this day. I know it was pushed back a few months, but it's finally here. It's time to execute. Today marks the beginning of the transition for the 374th Airlift Wing from operating the world's greatest airlifter ever invented, the Lockheed C-130 in all of its various models, E to H, to now operating the world's most advanced tactical airlifter, the C-130J. We will continue to be the most important base in the Pacific for projecting air power throughout the Indo-Asia Pacific region, and the C-130J is going to be key to that piece. It is a part of what we do every single day. I want to say thank you to the crew, outstanding job, maintainers, many, many skills. This plane didn't put you to the test, but you did show some good cooking skills on the way over there, so great job, Tech Sergeant Howard. For those of you who don't know, get him to make some ribs. I see a lot of family members out there looking to go check this plane out. It is a beautiful plane. You will never see a cleaner C-130. The maintainers did a great job. Lockheed, thank you very much for giving us an outstanding airlifter to continue to do our mission. And thanks, everybody. I'm going to close it out with this final one, right? This airplane ensures that we are samurai warriors. So, samurai warriors!
Swift to fight!
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Colonel Moss, and thank you once again to General Martinez, General Dillon, the delivery team, our maintainers, and everyone who helped make this event a success. At this time, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Please enjoy some cake and refreshments at the back of the hangar while the plane is being offloaded, after which we invite you to follow our distinguished guests to tour the aircraft. Thank you again for attending today's event.